This is your signature look.
Honestly, Renee, who else agrees that Renee needs to go dark?
We should put a poll in the
We're
comments.
definitely putting a poll.
Yeah.
She means the hair.
What did you say?
Girls, welcome to our most fashionable episode yet of Secret Conversations with My Teacher. If you can't half tell, we are strutting into the world of The Devil Wears Prada. And today, we are introducing our very first guest. Welcome, Jason, who is a communications pro, a panelist on cosplay panels, my cousin, and also my former student. Oh
And my
gosh.
best friend.
Can you believe that?
I've
You're
got
in year
quite.
6.
I've got quite the resume.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, I love it.
Hi.
Hey. Lord, I don't even know where to begin.
It's happening. It's happening.
S-B-C-T, not what it means to me.
What's the most experimental style you've tried and did it work?
I remember, I'm not a fan of this now, clearly, but wearing t-shirts and then the strappy shirts over the top. Do you remember that? That was definitely in my youth, but
I have no idea what you're talking
you're
about.
not, it's like a t-shirt, but instead of...
And then you wear a camisole on
Yeah,
top.
on
Or
top
it was like
of
a
the
strappy
t-shirt.
top.
Oh,
So-
yeah, no, I know
So
what you're talking about.
It's like
now.
layers and then layers
Yeah.
Yes, and
to achieve this look.
that's right.
I'm not gonna lie, I did try a goth look once. I don't remember if it was for a drama class or an English class.
But were you genuinely experimenting with it and thinking like, this could
At
be
the
my
time, yeah, I
style?
kind of was, because I was looking at getting like eyebrow piercing, nose piercing, tongue piercing. I was
Thank
looking
goodness you didn't.
at dyeing my hair black. I was in a black lipstick, and then
Wow.
all my clothes were black, and I was like, I'm grunge, I'm goth, I'm dark,
I hear you because it did take me a while to own my femininity.
I'm only just stepping into that now.
Yes, well, I understand because it's being woman enough to and being okay with who you are to own who God's created you to be. And for many years, I was trying to run from the fact that I am a woman and God has made me feminine. That's not to say that there are different times when you can dress in a slightly more masculine way for different events, in terms of different occasions, I should say, because like when you go to the gym or when you're going out yard working, it's okay to embrace that side of things, but for church and for events, I am really having to lower my pride sometimes and say, okay, God, you have made me to be a woman. And that it's almost surrendering to the masculinity and being okay. I'm going to allow the men in my life to lead, and I will be okay to be submissive in this field. And that's been, as the people who are close to me know, that has been a journey because I have been very much desiring to be an independent modern woman who doesn't need a man. And that's been my personal journey, and everyone is different.
Oh,
What's your experimental
you?
style?
experimental. Oh. So I went through a stage, especially in my teen years, where I loved colour. If it was colourful, I had it.
You could see him a mile away.
Yeah.
I still have visions of you walking into church in bright green with like a red beret, I think it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Ew! You look like Christmas threw up on you.
Probably the one that I remember the most was I had these red pair of jeans.
Yes, I remember the red
Me
jeans.
too.
And I loved these jeans
Yeah.
so much.
Oh my gosh, I remember you doing musos in those jeans.
Yep. I wore them to church.
Yep.
I wore them to youth.
Yep.
I thought they were the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I ended up getting a pair of yellow jeans. I got a pair of green jeans.
I think I remember the green ones too.
Oh, I remember.
It was
that.
a.
Did you have blue
could
jeans?
not escape.
I did. It was a look. I'll say that. It was a look. Not a good look, but a look nonetheless. And
your scarves.
yes, I love a good scarf.
I still love it.
We live in a very hot tropical climate, so scarves are not really a thing here. But I love them. But yes, the colourful jeans were probably got to be one of my most experimental phases.
Yeah.
And it was definitely one of those things that I look back on now and I'm like, you know what? If anything, it is that I got over that fear of not wanting to experiment and you become too comfortable. You're like, I don't want to mess up. I don't want to, like, what if people look at me weird?
Yeah.
What if people judge my style?
Yeah.
You know, like, I was like, I was not a safe dresser. I was like, I'm going to try it. I'm going to experiment. And people are just going to have to look at me regardless. And, yeah, I guess that's what experimenting in style is really for, is for trying things. And if they don't work, they don't work. But it's also trying things to try to figure out what does look good for you.
Yes.
And it means that now, yes, I still love a pop of colour. And I'm not afraid of it.
To a degree.
But I don't have to go so overboard where it's like, you have to see me.
Yeah.
You have to acknowledge my presence.
I feel like we're always experimenting with style though, because like styles and trends change all the time.
They do.
And it's like you never really stop experimenting. You just kind of always trying to find what suits you, what looks good on you.
Some people do, though, get trapped in a style and do not break out of that. And I think it can be due to insecurity, comfort,
Yeah.
and also sometimes trying to hold on to a past season. So I feel very much that how you dress is how you identify with yourself. And it's a true expression of your identity. And yes, I'm sorry to say it, but even if you think that you are not choosing your outfits to represent who you are, they're showing who you are regardless.
It's been chosen for you by the people in this room from a pile of stuff.
Oh, they're so different.
Something funny?
No, nothing's, it's just that both those belts look exactly the same to me, I'm still learning about this stuff and,
This stuff? Oh, okay, I see. You think this has nothing to do with you. You go to your closet and you select, I don't know, that lumpy blue sweater, for instance, because you're trying to tell the world that you take yourself too seriously to care about what you put on your back. But what you don't know is that that sweater is not just blue, it's not turquoise, it's not lapis, it's actually cerulean. And you're also blithely unaware of the fact that in 2002, Oscar de la Renta did a collection of cerulean gowns. And then I think it was Yves Saint Laurent, wasn't it, who showed cerulean military jackets? I think we need a jacket here. And then cerulean quickly showed up in the collections of 8 different designers. And then it filtered down through the department stores and then trickled on down into some tragic casual corner where you no doubt fished it out of some clearance bin. However, that blue represents millions of dollars and countless jobs. And it's sort of comical how you think that you've made a choice that exempts you from the fashion industry when in fact you're wearing a sweater that was selected for you by the people in this room.
Oh wait, you should have said that, not me.
Yes, I love that scene. I really do. I think there's a lot to learn from the Devil Wears Prada.
But in saying that,
Yes.
Andy, my character, did get her makeover from Nigel, which is your character.
Yeah, bald head sold separately. I am keeping my hair for as long as it'll have me, FYI. Alright, so story time. I'm going to give you a moment to pause the video to go and get a cup of tea or coffee or
Yes.
whatever beverage it is that you need to sit through the rest of our gas bagging on this video, pause the video now and go and get one. All right, great. Now that you're back, we can continue with story time. So, after I got out of my really colourful phase, I went a little bit of soul searching, and I needed to find a look that worked for me. And I scoured Instagram, Pinterest, and I eventually was like, I love the preppy look. So, I think a little bit High School Musical inspired, but not quite so out there.
Think rich frat boy.
Yeah, so think of...
I don't even know what that is.
You walk in... So
Have you ever seen those movies where it's like they're in sorority
the
houses?
college dormitories,
Yeah.
the guys that look like they're on the rowing team.
They're they're about to go play golf.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right, I have
think
the visual.
Country club.
country club, Hamptons.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you look
Like
like
Hamptons.
you're there. Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna model myself after this look, and it was a big style shift from what I had
Big
had
bold
worn.
colours.
Yeah,
to
so I
preppy
toned it
look.
down a lot. I got into wearing like loafers, like
The sweater tied around
sweaters.
your shoulders.
I
and-
loved wearing polo shirts.
Yes, you love your
like
polos.
it was like a full 180, and because I was like, and I think what prompted it was, I'm not 15 anymore.
Yes.
I need to start dressing a little bit more adulty. And that was what I chose as my adult look. I went out and did a full like 180 like over. I did like a full wardrobe transformation, and I went op shopping. I went thrifting as a way to do it because I was just starting uni at the time.
Yes.
Like you're getting to that time where you've just finished school, you're kind of still finding yourself a little bit, and you're not ready to just spend heaps and heaps of money.
Yes, that's a really good concept. We'll touch on that later as well.
In fact, this whole outfit that I'm wearing today has been thrifted over my many years of thrifting.
Can I just say, it is really underrated, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's
You
the
can actually find
best
some really
thing.
good stuff thrift shopping.
100%.
And it's so much fun.
It
It is like it's going into a treasure trove and you don't know what you're going to
Yes.
find.
Literally.
Yes.
So I did it. I managed to. I got the look and I got it down, and all of my friends and family knew that that was the look that I was going for. Then I got a job at Cotton On.
Oh boy.
And it was not the style that I had crafted for myself. Like, I had gone really hard in making sure that everybody knew that I was that coastal, preppy, frat boy look.
Yeah.
And it worked. And I was like, this job is not going to be, I cannot dress like that at work. Like, they're very about like that urban street style. And it was a critical moment in time where I had to go, I'm either going to look for another job or I'm gonna have to change my look. And I chose to change my look to fit in with that, but I didn't let it go entirely. I still fitted that look into getting styles of streetwear. I toned it down, it was a little bit more casual, but I still made it work in the style that I liked, the one that I wanted for myself, and it is perfectly fine to go through seasons of transitioning over to something else once you know something that works for you. So there you go. That and after I finished up working there, I still kept a little bit more of that casual look, but still a little bit of that coastal Hamptons style that I love so much.
I do feel, like you said, that your dress sense, it shows the change of seasons in your life. And that is what I really want to talk to our viewers about, is recognizing that we all have to go through changes of season. And I really loved how you said that you were intentional about crafting who you were through your clothes. Because, and there are some people who will almost disagree and say that it does not matter what you wear, and it, in essence, that is true. God accepts us. We know that God accepts us in whatever state we are in. But have you ever felt when you put on a good pair of jeans, or you have step into a suit and you feel the confidence, you are stepping into that person?
Yep.
That's what clothes can do for you. They can help you transition into the adult that you want to be. And it is very important to change from a teenager into an adult intentionally. And it's not always easy.
Why do we dress up?
Ooh.
Is it for us or is it for others?
In this season of my life, I have transitioned to that point where I put on clothes to feel good and comfortable, or to feel powerful, wherever I'm going. It depends on what my intention is as to what my outfit will be, but I really like to dress confidently and powerfully because that's where I'm at in this season. I know who I am. I'm not out to impress other people, but I'm out to walk in the confidence of knowing who I am in Christ. So for me, it's definitely about for me. But if you were to ask my 16-year-old self, no way on earth, it was for the girls.
Yep.
And I know that everyone's like, what about for the guys? But actually...
So you've never dressed up for a guy?
Oh no, I definitely have.
I was going to say.
No, but what I mean by that is dressing up for the girls. It took me, that was a subconscious reality. So back when you're a teenager, you think that you're dressing for the guys, but in essence, you are also dressing up See,
I was going to say, like, I think is what you're trying to say, you dress to fit in.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was the same. I would dress sort of to try and fit in with all the other girls in my grade, and there was definitely some boys, you know.
You mean some, you mean
Yeah.
all.
No,
It's
Jason's
quite
been
a
through
lot.
every single phase of my life since day dot.
It has been a very long list, let me assure you.
But yes, there have definitely been some guys over the years that I have dressed to impress.
Mm-hmm.
I would say sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't.
Yeah, I think it very much on the same vein. I think when you're younger, you dress for other people. You dress to fit in and to look good and look like you belong. To sort of make sure that you feel like you're a part of it. And then as you get older, you either stay with that or you break away a little bit more and you use dressing as a way to show other people that you are you, rather than simply being a cog in the machine.
Wow.
It is a way of standing out, but not in a way that separates you from everyone else, but shows that you're an individual and that you have your own sense of self, as a way of expressing yourself, that it's like, yep, I am me, and this is what that means. I definitely dress a lot more for myself now. I don't dress for other people. I dress for myself as a way that when I walk out that door, just as you've said before, if I look good, I am confident.
Feel good.
It is my armor that once I have it on,
Yes.
I walk out the door and I'm ready to face the world. I am
Yeah.
ready for battle. If
Wow.
I look good, I'm good. My
Bring it
whole
on.
day, exactly. If I know that I look good, my whole day is set. I'm ready to walk into whatever storm it is. And if I am confident, if I got my armor on, you got no chance.
When is casual dress too casual?
It is too casual if you look like you've just come from doing yard work or going to the gym.
Yeah, okay.
If you look like you have just been lounging at home and going out and you just turn up somewhere, I'm sorry, but that is too casual. Like if you look like you could have just gotten out of bed, or
And just
you've
kind of slapped on
yeah,
some clothes, yeah.
if you've just been chilling at home or something like that, for me, it's too casual.
Okay, is this for church or is this for
Like
going
in
to the
general-
shops? Or is this...
Can I just say, people do not dress up to go to, like, church, or even I remember you and I were talking about this, people don't dress up to go to the theatre anymore, and
There's nothing that speaks more about a person by
how they dress.
and the way they walk too.
Yeah.
It's
when
the
they
first
walk
thing
into
that
a
you
room.
see, and I think, like, as much as we like to be like, oh, appearances, you know, it's what's on the inside that counts, you know, there's not a multi-billion-dollar fashion industry for nothing. Because the first thing that you see is what you look like. It is the very first thing that we see, and we make so many assumptions based off that. That when we go in and when we talk to someone and meet someone for the first time, you've already got a whole list of things that you've associated based on what they look like, how they walk, and it's hard. It's hard to overcome those things, and I think that that's why, me personally, I put in that little bit of effort, even if I'm going grocery shopping or something like that. Rockhampton is a small place. It really is.
It is.
Small town vibes. You will definitely run into somebody that you know, and you are not going to catch me out there in my house clothes. Like, no.
It is really not, will I see somebody at the shops?
Yeah.
It is, who will I see at the shops?
Something that my mum taught me growing up, especially going for a job interview, but I guess you could use this in like your everyday life. She said, a person's first impression will be their last impression of you.
Ooh. Power.
And I was like, yes, that is so true. Which is why, like, especially for a job interview, she's always like, okay, make sure you're dressed nicely, you're clean, you're professional, you're tidy, you're, you know.
So, the fine line between being fashionable and functional.
Okay.
Are there blurred lines? Are they very separate? Are there things that you look for specifically so that you can fit into both of them? Or are there things that have to be separate?
There's two types of women. Women who wear heels and women who don't wear heels.
Karine lives in heels.
I literally live in heels.
If I could find a pair of joggers that are heels as well, I would.
I did.
Literally.
I did.
Actually,
Did
yes.
you actually? Yes,
Oh my
I did.
gosh.
And when I did my big around the world trip, I actually took these pair of jogger heels with me and I wore them everywhere.
See, I had a pair of them too, but
Yeah.
mine weren't like heels. They were like wedges, and they were
Yeah.
black and white. Do you remember them? They were actually the coolest thing ever.
They
They
were
were-
so cool. I think we need to bring them back.
I agree, and they were surprisingly really comfortable.
They were so comfortable.
So other than shoes,
A bag.
yeah, all right.
Oh yeah, because sometimes these little tiny bags that you can't fit a single cent into. Literally,
Phones these days are getting so much bigger,
I
and they do
know.
not fit in your bag.
I know. That's,
You should be so lucky that your guys' pockets are like.
but mind you, I do like a good man bag. I
Yeah,
love.
but that's
I,
what, like-
I love a satchel. I
too.
bought one, or what are they called? The messenger bag.
Oh, fuck.
I think
Is that like the
I think that that's
Oh,
the
you have me right there. When I see a guy with a messenger bag,
Oh.
I'm just like.
so ladies, if you or whoever's watching, if you don't know what a messenger bag is, it is one of those ones that is like a big cross body bag, and you flip up on the side, and there's like compartments in it, and you can flip it back down.
We'll put a
Does
picture
man
up, like,
look
right
when he just
here.
on, you know.
So I have a beautiful leather messenger bag, and it is one of my favorite bags. Now, I'm not a bag person because, as Renee just mentioned before, I have pockets.
Yes.
But if I know that I'm going somewhere and I need a little bit of extra storage, you best believe that having a good bag just brings an outfit together, which I'm sure that you guys are well aware of.
Yes.
Having a...
My bag has to match my outfit.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
bag can
yeah.
make or break an outfit.
It really can.
Is it important, and how important is it to know the dress code for an event?
Okay, dress codes. Here we come.
I think if there's a dress code, stick to it.
I agree that you need to know what you're dressing for.
If it's a dinner, I always ask, okay, is it a casual dinner? Is it a formal dinner? Is it a smart casual?
Yes. And also, you don't want to be one of those people who are constantly dressed up to the nines at every single occasion, because then there's no wow moment
I think
anymore.
that depends on the venue you're going to as well. Like if you're going to a pub, it's kind of, pub to me is about 50-50. Like you can dress up, but you can go casual for a pub as well. And it also depends, like...
Smart casual, yeah.
Yeah, like if it's a birthday dinner or like a celebration or just a dinner out with friends or something. So, like, it depends on the venue, the occasion, who's going as well.
Yep.
Yes.
So I had previously mentioned that I had a lot of fashion inspiration from like Instagram, Pinterest, movies, celebrities. Do you guys have people or even places that you go to for fashion inspiration? If it's not necessarily about, I don't know what to wear, but to just get the vibe of an outfit, or when you're like, oh, I just want to look for something new or what's out there, where is it that you go to find that inspiration?
Pinterest is my go-to, which is why I actually started fashion folders. I have a winter one and a summer one. So, for example, I will find an outfit that I like on Pinterest or just online, and I will try and recreate it to look on myself.
I used to do this as well.
And it actually is
Yeah.
really helpful because I get stuck going, what on earth do I wear? Especially like for church or, you know. So then this has actually really helped me. I'm going, oh, okay, I really like this. I know what it looks like on me. I know I can pull it off. I can wear it.
For me, 100% I have fashion icons that I have based my style off over the years. They are quite standard, but they have shaped who I am. And so number one would be, surprise, surprise, Audrey Hepburn. Which I think in saying the reason why when I say that most people will understand is because I have reflected that in my style. And the other one is Coco Chanel.
Yep.
Which I really like
okay.
because she is respectable but daring.
Yeah.
I really do like a powerful woman, and she was by no means powerful and spirited, and that's what I really like. So I love Audrey Hepburn for the sophistication, and then Coco Chanel for the rebel, but she does it in style, and she wasn't afraid to go up against the normality in society.
Yeah.
But in saying that as well, I have been very intentional about being and staying modern. So I use that in my mind as somebody I want to be like. I want to be that sophisticated woman. And they were modern in their times.
Yes.
So what I have thought about is this. I like their style, and it's classic and it's timeless, but I also I want to be a modern woman. So I use that essence, but then I bring it into the era that we're in at the moment, and I definitely use Pinterest and Instagram for ideas of how to put together fashion outfits, etc. And there's a lot of women that I follow online to get ideas. What about you?
Oh. So I pretty much do Renee's fashion folder, but I have it on my phone. So I'm going to give you guys a style tip. So if we were to go back to earlier in the video when we're talking about how to find your style, write this down. How I did it was I literally went on Instagram, followed a bunch of like men's fashion pages or whoever you want to, and I just started screenshotting everything that I liked. So it didn't have to be a full outfit. It was just like, I love that sweater. I love those jeans. I love the cut of that shirt. I love the way that he has his hair.
Yes.
And I amassed probably like 200 photos. And then I went through and started making lists of reoccurring themes, colours, cuts, styles. And I went, okay, next time that I'm going out shopping, I need to take my shopping list with me and I need to try them on.
I think it's also really important to also work with what you've got in your wardrobe already. Which is something that I tend to do, is I will look at, if I see an outfit that I like, I'm like, okay, do I have anything in my wardrobe that's similar to it that I can kind of make work? And if I don't, am I able to afford to buy that item of clothing or accessory that I need to make that outfit?
This is a bit of a controversial opinion, and it is perfectly fine if you disagree. But if you are not blessed with being fashionably aware, especially the gentlemen out there, ladies, unfortunately the burden is on you to help your man look good. It is kind of a little bit on you to help him know what looks good and what doesn't look good. What that may mean is giving some helpful hints that are not subtle, that are very much like, I
think this would look good on you.
I don't know about this. Or, hey, we're going out on date night, please wear A, B, C. Or, the thing, or, we're going out, please, wear a button-up shirt.
Can I expand on that?
Mm-hmm.
What if it's the opposite? What if you have if you see a couple and the guy dresses really nicely, he knows how to dress, but the girl either doesn't know how to dress nicely, doesn't put in effort.
It's a little bit different, but my answer to that would be, he needs to talk to her friends.
Yeah.
Ooh,
If her friends, if her girls are letting her walk out in whatever and not put in some good self-care,
Yeah.
your girls are letting you down.
Yeah.
There needs to be a little bit of balance.
Yeah.
So when it doesn't suit, be like, I think maybe
because we
rethink
can't get
this
it right
one.
100% of the time.
But I love that
Unless
where
you're me.
that role reversal, and the role
Yeah.
reversal is definitely, sometimes it is.
Because there have been some couples
Yeah.
that I've seen, not just out in public, but church as well, and you see one of them is all nicely dressed, they put in the effort, and then the other is like really casual and like just kind of slapped on some clothes, and I was like, no.
Yes.
And I've seen it with both guys and girls. It's like,
So, ladies, if you are struggling to know where to start with your man, favorite influencers on Instagram that I follow are Antonio Pozzo, Mr. Andersons, Michael T. Jacob, Rowan Rowe. So each of them kind of do a little bit different. Some of them do a little bit more formal, some of them do a little bit more urban, and some of them do a bit of in between. But I've been following them for a really long time, and they kind of manage to do some of everything. So they don't have to be the exact look, but if you're not sure where to start, they're a great option.
talk to them about what styles they like of the opposite sex as well. Like if there's any celebrities or any of their friends that they see dress nicely, and they'll like talk to them about it, because there's a way to do it without actually like putting them down
And being critical.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I
there's
think
a way.
especially probably for a girl, that's something that maybe we might be a little bit afraid of. It's like, oh well, my man's trying to change how I'm dressing, you know, like that's.
But I mean, now I can speak from this point of view because I've lived a little.
Yeah.
But if a guy is taking an interest in saying, hey, I think this could look good on you, or that's not really accentuating your most beautiful points about you, then he's taking an interest. It's a sign of affection and care.
Yeah.
But I understand it takes a secure woman to be able to handle that sometimes, and so I feel that that's why men don't go down that road of speaking that into their woman's life, is because they're afraid of what the woman might think or feel about themselves. But I do think that it's needed in some cases.
Like, as a woman, you want to be able to take pride in your appearance.
Yeah.
And, like...
Well, the same goes for a man.
And just as you were saying before, like, you want your man every day to be like, that's my girl.
Yeah.
Like, how did I get her?
Yeah.
Like, how
do I still have her?
How did she choose me
Yeah.
out of everyone? And to constantly be like, whoa.
But as a girl, I want to think the same thing about my man. Like, I want to look at my man and be like, damn, he's mine. Like...
Actually, this brings me to a very good point that I didn't quite understand when I was younger. Okay, it is. There's no such thing as an ugly woman. There's only such thing as a lazy woman.
Ooh.
And I didn't understand that because
Would you say the same thing about a man?
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, it's
exactly.
both ways. But I didn't understand it because I used to think that beauty was natural and that you couldn't really enhance it. But as I have lived, I have realized that there's actually a lot of things that you can do to enhance or just to become the person that you want to become.
Yeah.
So, obviously as women, we put makeup on, or we make sure that we get our nails done, or that we have good hygiene.
Yeah.
All of those things matter, and if you do not take care of your skincare routine when you're younger, it will definitely show as you age. And so we're working out also, what are your assets?
Yeah.
As a woman, like, in terms of, I know that we always, as Christians, we talk about our greatest asset is who we become on the inside.
Character.
But when we are talking about fashion and we're talking about beauty,
You can you can show off your assets in a very classy way.
oh yeah,
And in a
you
very
need to
modest
know what
way.
they are.
Yeah.
Which is an amazing segue into our next question.
Which is,
How do you dress fashionably and modestly?
So the Musos team have a dress code, which I'm fairly sure you're very familiar with as well. And it's basically like, raise your arms or raise your hands, touch your toes. If something shows, change your clothes.
wow.
But that was
So good.
that was yeah.
That's actually very good, because we've all been there. When we see people bend over and we're like, ooh,
Can I just say, especially when I was a teenager, I used to be into midriffs, and Mum's like, mm-mm. But I'm like, no, Mum, every girl's wearing them. They're cute. It's in style. It's trendy. And she's like, no, you're a Christian woman. You're gonna look like you're a Christian woman.
Wow.
And I was like,
didn't understand it.
no. And I
That's
think
true.
back then, because obviously, I was dressing for boys, I was like, I want boys to look at me.
I'm going to do a little bit of exposing here.
Oh dear.
So, it's alright, you're safe. You,
Okay.
however, are not.
Haha.
Fashion police is here. So, a couple of years ago, we went away to a conference, a healthcare conference.
I was just thinking of this.
You know exactly. Well, do you want to say? Okay,
No.
I'll let you take it away.
Oh my gosh. Okay, there was this moment where I was going through a bit of a downer season, and I wasn't feeling good about myself in any capacity. I was feeling quite slothful. I was feeling things weren't going well for me. My health
Doesn't sound
wasn't-
like you.
I know, right? It was a very short season.
Thankfully.
And I honestly felt like I didn't feel very good about myself. I didn't want to be seen at all. And so therefore, I remember talking to Jason, because it showed, I stopped caring about what I was wearing. I stopped being intentional. I just wore whatever I could to hide what I had become, because I put on a lot of weight and I wasn't okay with that. So I was wearing very of clothes that were just big on me, so that I could almost hide away from the world. And I remember saying to Jason that, I'm just waiting for a day when I can feel good about myself, so I can look good again, or, I can wear those things. And I remember Jason saying to me, I am always going to, no matter where I am physically, I will always take pride in what I look like. You were giving me that subtle hint in saying that even when we are at in a season where we may have gained weight, or some other people, they may have lost weight, whatever it is that where you don't feel good about yourself, it's having enough self-respect and decency to still wear clothes well. But I had actually reached this really, really bad point in my life where I just didn't want the world to see me, so therefore I stopped wearing makeup. I stopped I was just wearing things to just cover myself.
I saw this video recently on TikTok from one of the beauty influencers that I follow. I absolutely love her. Other people are 50-50, but anyway, she was saying, she's like, you know what? Go and put your makeup on. If you have to lose an extra hour of sleep to wake up early and put in that extra effort, go and do it. And I'm like, yes! She used a little bit more colourful language, but I was like, yes!
If you don't show up for you,
Who else?
Who
will?
is?
No one else will. Yeah.
Who else?
And this isn't like you're by yourself. It's like the first person has to believe in you, and the first person,
Yeah.
and it's like a magnet.
Mm-hmm.
If you are repelling, like you are repelling people sometimes when you have no self-belief, you have no self-worth, you have no self, and those things you have to earn them. There are not a lot of people that just have them. You have to earn them, and it is a choice every day to earn them and win them back and put them on.